The Turbo-Globalist centrifugation of identities. The neutralization of the identities that are solid and eventually resisting is the undifferentiated and ideal ground for the genesis of the new supermarket of identities, in the perimeters of which each individual, deprived of his identity profile, can assume without opposition those suggested by the advertising system, depending on the offerings of the moment, so that he can, chameleon-like, face the challenges of globalization in the guise of a citizen of the world, the new moniker referring to a new, relocated, stateless person forbidden from establishing a territorial rooting. The consumerist centrifugation of collective identities is carried out through the homogenization of abstract multitudes without identity and without homeland, without roots and without conscience, gadgetlated and colorized, quote-unquote. In this time of deconstructed identities and fragmented lives, the very biography of the individual is redefined as a bundle of multiple trajectories which evolve through interdependent biographical routes, characterized by transitions that mark more or less deep discontinuities, ruptures, and reshaping that, in order to occur, require the abandonment of any previous solid and stable identity. The result is a proper patchwork of biographies, as they have been defined, which force the subject to unburden himself of any stable identity and of abandoning any long-term projects by making his own biographical narrative the equivalent of Penelope's quilt, endlessly woven, unwoven, and rewoven in the subjective and objective narrative practice, the canvas of identity, quote-unquote, of the post-identitarian man is akin to his objective existence, subject to a stabilization indefinitely postponed. The social ontology of the subject is disintegrated or deconstructed, as Derrida would say, and with it, its possibility of being a discrete and coherent unit.